Well, tonight we say happy birthday to Jesus, but we also congratulate ourselves. Happy anniversary, 75th anniversary here at St. James. Jesus was born in a manger. St. James was born in the funeral home. Baldon Funeral Home. And we have a lot of things to be grateful for. Because of the last 75 years, our parish has been truly blessed. And we give glory to God today. Tonight I'd like to share with you three characters, very important: David, Mary, and the baby Jesus. Because these are three characters that is what is all about tonight. And the fourth character is you and me. And so we reflect today on David. For those of you who came to the Advent, the fourth Sunday of Advent, which is this morning, it's been a long day for some of us. We heard about King David. King David has completed his task, as it were. He's beaten all his enemies, he's built a palace for himself. The kingdom of Israel is strong. He is probably the greatest king of Israel. But if you remember the reading this morning, he came back to his palace, was enjoying himself, and he thought he might have to do something for this little tent of God, where the Ark of the Covenant was. And he talked to his prophet Nathan. Nathan said, well, God is with you. Do whatever you think is right. But God talked to Nathan and told Nathan, how dare you want to build a house for me? Have you forgotten who you are? You were only a shepherd boy out in the fields when I took you in and made you become the greatest king of Israel. The problem with David, he has come to see all his success, his accomplishments as all about him. It was all about him. And he thought, because he has been so successful, he can even build a temple for God. And God told Nathan to tell David, don't worry about building a house for me. That is not what I called him to. His mission was to become the king of Israel, a mighty strong nation. And he told David, instead of you building me a house, I will build you a house, the house of David. And that house of David links us to Mary, to Jesus tonight. It's a big lesson for us because we have come to the end of the year. And many of us, we've looked at this year. It's been a lot of achievements we have accomplished. We can say that we have been successful. We have done a great job. But who gets the glory? Is it yourself Or are you giving the glory to God? David, it was all about himself. And we too can make all our accomplishments of 2017 all about ourselves. And we have forgotten, like David, that we were just a shepherd boy. We were just someone out there. And by the grace of God, through people that God has sent into our lives, we have become successful. We have become a great success, we can say, in life. And the only thing we can say today is to follow how Mary responded to God. Because Mary was also just like one ordinary small girl in the small town of Nazareth. And God chose this simple, ordinary girl to become the greatest of all women, to become a woman full of grace, to become the mother of Jesus, the mother of God. And for Mary, her response was always, I am the handmaid of the Lord. Be it done to me according to your word. And Mary did not say this only once. He said it every moment of the day. I am the handmaid of the Lord. And so she sings, my soul magnifies the Lord. That's the amazing thing about Mary. It was not about her, but it was about giving glory to God, doing God's will. I'd like to thank you for all the Christmas cards, Christmas gifts you've been overwhelming me with. And I've enjoyed reading through those cards, and especially those family pictures that you sent. I love those, because you see your family growing every year. And I love to keep those pictures. And I also love to read your family stories. The stories that you have, the adventures of 2017. In just one page, you sharing the story of your family and how kids have grown, wonderful things have happened, some tragic, suffering, broken, but it's all our story. And it's wonderful that we share with each other these stories, because we reflect that these are ways in which God is impacting our lives and calling us to do great things, for God. And when you as a family, you train your children to grow, to have character, to live the virtues and the values that you treasure as parents, it's amazing how your children have grown. And I hope you give God the glory. That is not just something that happens in your family. It's not about you. It's all about God impacting our lives and calling us to something great. The fourth character is you and I. We have to ask ourselves, what's the purpose of my life here? for our 75th anniversary, we're gifting every family a book, Perfectly Yourself. And I hope parents, if you have college students in your family, take one. I hope there's still some left there. If not, get one. Because it's a book that is changing young people's lives. To look into their lives and see, what is my mission? What is God calling me to do? What does God want of me? Because if you are not happy with the career, the job that you are doing, if you wake up in the morning and you feel bored, there's no heart, there's no passion in this job, it means you might have to change your job. Because each one of us has a mission. Jesus is the only human being that knew his mission so well from the very beginning. He knew what he was here for. And he was passionate about reaching out to people and sharing his love, healing to the whole world. What about us? Have we found our mission? Have we found what God is calling us to? Tonight, Jesus shows us how to do that. The final song we're going to sing tonight is Joy to the World. Just bring joy to the world. Love, peace. Share everything with others, to be of service for others. If we can do that in whatever career that you fall in love with, that is the right job for you. Matthew Kelly says, Michelangelo was destined to be a great painter. He couldn't be a scientist. He'd be a terrible scientist. But he was great at what he did because this was his mission. Albert Einstein and all these geniuses, they became the person that they became because they followed their dreams and they accomplished great things because this was what God called them to be their mission. They would have been terrible if they chose otherwise. It's the same thing with you now. So tonight, let us celebrate baby Jesus' gift to us to bring joy, love, and peace to the whole world. Let us sing with the angels. Let us glorify God in everything we do. Let us learn from David that this is not about us. It is all about God trying to fulfill the work of bringing salvation, joy, and peace to the world. So tonight I wish you Merry Christmas. I wish you the joy and the peace that Jesus brings into our world as we celebrate Jesus' birthday and also as we celebrate our 75th anniversary as a faith community. God bless you.